These are assembly instructions for my reinforced lidded box, and I am assembling a larger version, but both the larger version and the smaller version are assembled the exact same way. So this is the piece for my lid. So my entire lid is in this one piece, and I'm just folding down on all the score lines, and there are quite a few of them. Since the score lines are difficult to see on the pattern side, it might be easier to see on the white side. There are 4 score lines on these 4 corners. I'm just pinching on them and folding them inwards, which brings the sides of my box up. I'm just pushing on that score line and then bringing up the sides. That helps me fold on my score lines. So I have 4 points. It doesn't matter which point I'm starting on. I'm putting glue on the full rectangle and on that triangle at the point. And then I'm folding up that entire side. So this rectangle is glued to a rectangle that's the same size. And this triangle gets glued down to that center square. I'm rotating my piece, and I'm doing the exact same thing on the side that's across from it. And I'm putting glue all over that rectangle and all over that triangular point. So I'm folding my side up here, and then I'm folding on this score line and bringing my triangle down to meet the other triangle that's across from it. Now I'm just going in with my bone folder and spreading that glue. Next I have those triangular folds. So those corners form a square. I'm putting glue all over the square for both sides. I'm putting glue on the triangle that's at the top. So all from the score line of all 3 sides of that triangle, and I'm doing that on both sides. And then, just like the 2 other sides, I'm putting glue all over that triangle and all over the rectangle. Now I'm pushing these sides in and then bringing that side up. And so my triangles are inside the fold. And I'm just flattening them with my bone folder and then folding down my side, and then again going in with my bone folder and just spreading all that glue. So I'm doing the same thing with the side that's across. I'm putting glue all over those 2 triangles. And then I'm putting glue on the inside, on the top triangles, on both sides. It might be easier to fold those triangles in place. Make those triangles nice and flat against the side of my box. And now I'm going to put the glue on that rectangle and that triangle. And then I'm going to fold it in and go in with my bone folder and just spread that glue. Make my sides nice and flat. So the advantage of this type of lid is I have patterned paper on one side and white on the other, but you don't actually see the white, you just see the patterned paper. So next I'm going to move on to the bottom of my box. So because this can't be cut on one sheet of 12 by 12, I have basically the same type of box, but it's broken up into 5 different pieces. So this is the bottom of my box, and it has a tab on each side. And then I have the 4 sides. So 2 of them have tabs on the bottom and 2 of them do not. I've already folded down on 2 of them. I'm going to fold down on the score lines for the 2 others. The triangular tab goes towards me, and then I'm folding down on the other one. So like so. And for the one with the tabs on the bottom, I'm folding that top tab towards me, and I'm folding down on the other, and then I'm also folding down on the tabs on either side. I'm starting with the 2 pieces that have the tabs at the bottom. I'm putting glue on that tab that's on my square base, and I'm positioning my piece so it's just against the score line of that tab, and then I'm folding the tab down, my score line at the top, and at the bottom are even. So I've just attached this panel. This is my square bottom, and I'm putting glue on the tab that's across from it. It's a tab that's directly across from the panel that I just glued in. I'm positioning my piece right along the score line of my tab and then folding my tab down. And again, the score lines at the top and at the bottom are even. Now I'm going to rotate, and this is my center. And I'm gluing in my two other sides, the ones without tabs, the exact same way. Here, so I have my sides with the tabs. I'm putting glue on the panel that's above my tabs and on the triangle that's at the end. Then I'm lifting my side up and I'm gluing that top section to itself and the bottom section to the bottom of that square. And then I'm going in with my bone folder and I'm spreading that glue. Just making sure that those tabs still fold. So the edges of my panel should be right on the score lines. So now I'm rotating and I'm doing that on the other side. Just putting glue on both those panels. I'm raising up the side and then folding it in place. And then I'm going in with my bone folder and spreading that glue. So next I'm putting glue on two of those side tabs, and then I'm bringing the side up on both sides. So I want the cut edge of my panel to be right along the score line of my tab. And then I'm going to go in with my bone folder and just spread that glue. And then I'm putting glue all over the rectangle and the triangle. And then I'm folding it inwards. And then I'm just spreading that glue. So now I have one side left and I'm doing the same thing. I'm putting glue all over those two side tabs. And then I'm gluing that cut edge right up to that score line on both sides and spreading the glue again. So the smaller box, you'll cover both panels and glue them in. But because this is a larger box, I can probably fit my hand into the box. So I'm just going to put glue on that rectangle and fold it into the box. As you see, that triangle at the bottom, if it had glue on it, it would spread the glue all over my other bottom pieces. So in order to avoid that with the larger box, I can glue it in once I've glued in the side panel. I'm going to go in there and lift up the flap. I'm putting glue all over that triangular piece, and then I'm just flattening it to the bottom of my box. And so next I have my lid, and my lid just goes on top like so.